So the second day of the J20 Summit is underway in Sandton, where jurists from around the world have gathered to discuss a wide range of issues, including artificial intelligence in the courts. While AI has the potential of making legal processes faster, concerns have also been raised about how suitable it is, for example, for courts in Africa. The discussions emphasize the need for AI systems that are fair, practical, and relevant to local communities. Let's speak a bit more about this with attorney and director of TP Mhlanga Incorporated. That's Tinyiko Mhlanga, who joins us now via our video link. Great to see you, sir. Welcome to the SABC News Channel. And what a fascinating area of study. How realistic is it, do you reckon, for African courts to adopt AI, given the myriad challenges we're facing already, including issues to do with infrastructure, digital literacy, access to technology? The list really goes on and on.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me, my brother. Good morning, Abshin. Look, it's a fact that everyone in the world now is running for the AI. There's a lot of talk about it as we're speaking, and I was discussing with a colleague yesterday that in as much as we want to integrate the AI into the system, but then there's an issue of human element and human errors there. So we need to make sure that we integrate both with, when it's being, we have to be careful about this, because lots of things that we've been talking about is about the issue of some case laws that have been cited that are non-existent. So there's still a long way to go in this, my brother. Thank you very much.
Yeah. What's your sense about how open people within the legal fraternity are to interventions and innovations like artificial intelligence? I can tell you, for example, that not many journalists, I think, have a good handle over this inevitable advancement in our technological systems. Would you say the same is true for people in the legal fraternity?
Yeah, it is true. It is very true. Look, there's a lot of, for example, backlogs in our courts. There's backlog in our system wherein the AI do assist and can really assist. But fact is that at the end of the day, as a practitioner, you are responsible for whatever outcome that is there. So people are reluctant in terms of, because sometimes someone will say, my matter is being handled or actually decided by someone that I don't even know. Remember, every decision that you take, some go for review, some go on appeal and stuff like that. So it's very important for us to be careful on that, and the integration, slowly integrating that. The world is actually integrating it, but then there's reluctancy in our profession where we say, but then there are some other elements that we think that the AI can't really work. Some in terms of administrative work. I'm advocating for AI in terms of administrative work. When it comes to the issue of decision making, the human element has to come in.
Yeah. There's real concerns, of course, that artificial intelligence, like any other innovation, I suppose, will just widen inequalities. Those who have access to the infrastructure, the bandwidth, the internet, will just go steam ahead, whilst those who don't, stay behind. And I suppose this concern rings true even in law.
I'm from a rural area myself. The access to the AI compared to the urban areas, there's a huge gap. So the concern is there that some, the access to justice, when it comes to the AI, I think some of our people will be left behind, wherein the other ones will be more fortunate because they are in access to whatever that is happening now. So I think in a nutshell, this is where the balance should be struck as to which one should we go for, so that we can be able to, these things should be able to benefit all the spheres of South Africa, whether it's the rural or the urban. But as I'm speaking to you now, the rurals will feel now they are out of the scope.
Absolutely. If we were to start incorporating artificial intelligence, especially in the legal space in our courts, I imagine we'd need the laws in place to safeguard the safe use of this kind of intervention or innovation. Do you have an idea of what that would look like? And I know it's a big question, actually, because people all over the world are struggling to integrate law with artificial intelligence so that we don't find ourselves causing, for lack of a better term, more harm than good.
I believe, my brother, that the AI is a tool. It is a tool that is controlled by people. And then if you have to have an AI as a tool, now we have to sit down and say, how do we regulate the issue of AI? The POPI Act as it is, because you remember now when we have the AI, everything is exposed out there. So the balance of these two things, really, we will struggle, but then we'll get there. I believe that in time, as time goes, we will get to a level where there should be laws that governs the AI. But we should follow it not blindly so. We have to be careful in approaching this. It will take some years, but then I believe it will go there.
Fair enough. It sounds like nobody can stop it, so we might as well learn how to use it. Tinyiko Mhlanga, thanks very much indeed for giving us your insights. Tinyiko is the director and attorney with TP Mhlanga Incorporated. Once again, thanks very much indeed.